Wilhelm gave us your solution. You may ask, well, first, what is or who is Wilhelm? And I will tell you that is the connection that I made to a higher consciousness in 1989, and that I've been receiving guidance and information from for 36 years. And I didn't know it was going to give me a solution. And most times I didn't believe myself, as you might not have believed what you were born to do. But what it has revealed to me is that you were born to do something and it's within you, and you just have to start to own it. And that dance into ownership is one that we all take, and we just do it in different ways. And sometimes it can be surprising. And then when the world changes, as it is currently doing, because we're moving through a huge transition, we've all called it something different, the big shift or the big split or whatever it was. And Wilhelm says, no, it was going to be a restructuring, meaning that we each were going to confront our fears, our doubts about who we could be, and then hopefully remember our connection to God, to Source, to all that is, because then we find that real purpose. But then we will come into other ideas that we don't understand because they're always coming from someone else. And so then you have to figure out, well, who am I? And that's what this work does. And it was surprising to me to find out that this is what has happened. Because when you start to become aligned with who you are, you start to heal in ways you can't understand mentally, physically, emotionally. And then you start to understand yourself and the world much better. That is moving to a higher state of consciousness. Now, you won't know that you have done that because it has to show up. It has to be integrated into you, and then it shows up. I'm saying this because we get impatient, because I've been really impatient. I go, when am I going to understand this work? Turns out it's today, October the 14th of 2025. I'm saying that because what Wilhelm has revealed is that we all have an energetic blueprint, a DNA that we came to the earth with when we were born, and it unfolds as things change. We start to understand how we are connected to energy and the changes of the planets and all of that. I didn't understand any of it, but Wilhelm did, and that's all the work that I was given. I understand most people will not understand this. Most people will not even go to our consciousness. And that's the one place that we have the greatest control. The only place we have control is in our thoughts. But then we don't understand that those thoughts have also been programmed by everything that came before your parents, your grandparents, your lineage, everything that you thought. And so your job then is to move through that and do something new, bring something new to the world. And that can be challenging as well because then you have to accept yourself because you're not going to look like anyone else. And that's what I had to do. And it was terrible most of the time. I'm saying that because I struggled, I suffered, I went through everything, and I know you don't have to now because that's what Wilhelm has given us. It was for all of us. It wasn't just for me. In the beginning, I thought I was doing this just for me. Then it started to be revealed, no, this is for the world because the world is going to go through a massive change and so many people will not understand their importance. And that is exactly what has come up. And now I'll tell you something else because I didn't know this had happened. You don't know what you have because it keeps developing in your consciousness. And consciousness has never been formed. There's not a single person born who understands how our consciousness works and how it can expand. Because, as one of my members in the program, we were doing our class, our group this morning, and he said he pulled out this book, Limitless. I go, that's exactly what I was going to tell everyone, because we are limitless when we start using our consciousness. Now, I just lived a life where I had to write it all down, but I will tell you, I'll be 75 November 2nd, and so that's why I know you can accomplish anything in your life because you have that plan and it's within you, and this work will have you find it. That's why Wilhelm has given us your solution. I was never going to even do channeling or any of that or expose any of this. But then I started to discover, especially during the live channeling, that somehow I could answer anyone's question. I can because Wilhelm has already given it to us. They pointed that out this morning. Said if you go to the website and just put in certain words, if you go to anyadvice.com and put in certain words of what you're looking for, you want to understand, you'll find several messages that will come up. I have I'm trying to figure out 20,000 messages of this. But what I will tell you that it heals you and it causes you to become abundant. It causes you to love yourself. It causes you to understand your importance in this world. But I had to come to understand and accept that just like you. So, but that is what I'm doing now because as of today, I told this to many others that this is when I'm changing because now I have to pull all of this work together because I have enough work that will take any person alive to understanding who they are. It doesn't matter who you are, where you are, what you've achieved, because it's all in consciousness. It's never done, so there's more for you to do. It's just our belief. And last year, on yesterday, they gave us a message that said, a lack of belief is typical. That's for all of us. I didn't believe I had done this. You probably won't believe that great thing that's in front of you that you can do because we all need confirmation and encouragement, and you will see it today as you read through the messages. And the other thing that you would not have necessarily understood with this information is that you heard about the quantum field. Well, that's what Wilhelm had me access. So if you look at the messages, you will see that the message from 2008 is going to relate to you today. And we won't be able to explain that. Your logical mind will not be able to explain it, except you will understand so much more as you go through those messages or the last several days, because I've done it on several days to show us all that there is a continuity, connection, and order in our lives and also in the universe. It's why when I work with a client, I have a direct information about your energetic code, and that's why when I'm doing private channeling I can give you that information. And again, I did not know I could do that. You have something within you that you don't know that if you can do it or not, because you have to still take the next step. And today is the day that most of us are going to take that step, and that's what I'm doing because I must finish this work now because I know that this could cause any person to live this extraordinary life and eventually causes our world to heal because we start to figure out, oh, wait a minute, it's all of us who are creating the world. It's not just one person or a group of people. It's all of us, but we do it in our consciousness. And Wilhelm has given us all a way to raise our consciousness to the highest state possible to live a life of bliss and love. And some people are not going to believe that and they'll stay in their judgment and fear. I know because I did that for the longest time, but I can tell you now you can move beyond it. Wilhelm has given us your solution. See you soon. Check out all the work, and I'll leave the documents for you so you'll have some fun with them. See you soon.